So we are going to go ahead and get started. I will pull up the screen. We're going to make this all work because I have faith. We're going to make it big. And we're going to play it. Can you guys see it moving?
Dynamic warm-up. We're going to have warm-up exercises, each for 1 minute apiece. So we're going to start stationary with an alternating T-spine rotation.
It's really annoying. Maybe someone, Teresa, at some point we may try to do this together because I can't figure out how to make it play without it going away. It doesn't matter. I'm talking to myself.
Wait, are you sharing your screen?
I am, yes. But if I press play, the screen goes away. It's fine. We'll figure it out later.
Opening up one arm at a time, and you're going to follow.
I think if you're on a single monitor, you only will be able to see what you're playing. You don't get to see yourself as well. Is that what you're asking?
No.
Elbows nice and
It's
wide,
fine.
But our core is tight and engaged.
You didn't start your watch. Go ahead and do it.
To meet the opposite elbow, slow and controlled. From there, we're going to take it to a standing star reach. So your arms are nice and wide and your feet are nice and wide. You're going to drive your hips back as you reach your fingertip over to the toes. Again, keeping that core tight and your chest nice and tall. Progressing from here, we're going to take it to toy soldiers. So your arms are Frankenstein out and you're kicking your toes up towards your fingertips. You want to kick as high as you can without crunching forward. Stay nice and tall and upright. From there, even more dynamic, we're going to move into mimicking a jump rope. So you're light on your feet, you're alternating side to side, and you're bringing your arms into the equation. We're going to finish the warm-up with our most dynamic move yet, the power skip. So you're going to drive the knee and the opposite arm up as you explode off the ground.
And you're going to smile just as big as she does the entire time, right?
All right, Didi, we ready to warm up? Ready. Let's do it.
Let's go. 1 minute. Begin. So Mary Beth, you're doing more of like that number 3 warm-up exercise. You're going to start with one. Let me tip it down. We're going to start with both arms in the middle.
Is there a way to make your
one side, bring it back, and we're going to open up to the other side.
Okay.
There you go, Teresa. About halfway through. There you go, Mary Beth. Okie dokes, now we're gonna take it into that knee to elbow twist. Take the hands behind the head, standing up tall. We're gonna get a little bit of rotation through the torso, challenge the balance, as well as starting to wake up through those abdominals. So remember, we're just starting to wake up the body. These first couple of moves aren't going to be super dynamic or plyometric, as in we're not starting to crank that heart up too high, just starting to move through the body. So we get down into the end of this warm-up, we'll start to really bring that heart rate up. 15 seconds. Okay, dokes, take it into a wide straddle. Take the right hand down to the left foot as left arm reaches up, and switch. Coming up in between, and reach. So let's try to keep those arms in the same T at the entire time through the exercise. Nice job. A little more than halfway through. Keep that back flat as possible. Get that stretch through the hamstrings. If that stance is too wide, you can always narrow it up and find a little less strain on the back side of the legs. 10 seconds, we'll move into, as they call it, the toy soldier. You know I'd call it a Frankenstein walk. Take those arms out. We're gonna reach and kick. So just like when we do those planks with the leg raises behind, this isn't necessarily about how high can you get your leg, but how straight can we keep it as we kick it up. Pull the toes back towards the nose and press out through the heel. At 30 seconds. If those shoulders get tired, you can swing the arms down and then bring the arms right back up. With that leg straight, can you touch those fingertips? You got about 15. In 3, 2, 1, we're going for 10 jump rope. Having trouble with that jump, we can always just step it forward and step it back in a quick shuffle. Not gonna lie, for me, this is the best way to jump rope. I'm a terrible jump roper. For the first like 15 seconds, I'm the best jump roper in the world. And then it goes really poorly. Well, halfway. If you're getting bored just hanging out, we can always start to take that movement forward. We can take it a little side to side swish. Just keep moving. Ladies, I know this is a little difficult. That skip will go ahead and give us a little more trouble. Just suck it up in 10 seconds. Power skip. Think about Mario and Luigi breaking through those blocks. That right elbow is going to come up as that left knee rises to the sky. Begin. Having trouble with that jump or uncomfortable with that pacing, you can always just take it into a march with an elbow drive. Keep that core tight. We're not leaning ourselves forward, but imagining that the spine, we're on that carousel horse line. Well, more than halfway through. 15. Keep it moving, guys. Keep it moving. 5 seconds to go. In 3, 2, 1,
During the
relax.
next 5 minutes, we're going to focus on elevating our heart rate to strengthen our heart and to boost our mood. We're going to focus on 40 seconds of work, followed by 20 seconds of rest for a total of 5 rounds, equating to 5 minutes. All right, so what we're going to do is a broad jump to a shuffle. Our standing step position is going to be with our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, standing up nice and tall with our shoulders down and back. From here, we're going to sink down heavy on our heels in a half squat, explosively jump our feet as far forward as we can, staying heavy in our heels, stepping 4 steps back as we shuffle and resetting at the top. 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, 5 total rounds. Let's have some fun.
Let's go. Big jump forward. So if we're being really picky about the chick in the picture, she's got kind of a funky arch in her lower back. I want you guys to keep that belly button in 3, 2, 1. Keep moving. Sorry, guys. It's 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of recovery. Keep going. Land soft, no thunking in those heels. In 3, 2, 1, rest. We got 20 seconds to breathe. Ten seconds, shake out those legs. 1 round of 5 done. We got 4 to go. In 3, 2, 1, begin. having trouble with that big broad jump, that's fine. We can take kind of a big step and a big step and then shuffle ourselves back. We don't ever have to land on those joints hard if it's not working for our body today. Working on getting those heart rates elevated. Keep it up, guys. A little more than halfway through. 5 seconds. And rest. Okay, guys, we're gonna do it again in 3, 2, 1, begin. Core tight, remember, belly button tall, tight and taut to the spine. Halfway. Five seconds. And relax. 3 down, we got 2 to go. Saturday morning dance party. There you go, Maribeth. 2 more rounds, team, in 3, 2, 1, begin. Come on, halfway through. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Guys, this is it. We got one more round. Big deep breath in. You guys got this in you in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come on, take a little bit deeper, let's go. Last time we're doing this. Halfway. Remember, keep your abdominals locked. Don't let yourself reach out with that booty. Yeah, 5 seconds. 2, 1, relax. Nice job, team. Breathe, grab a drink of water. Let's talk about block number 2 of 5.
This block is going to focus a little bit on endurance, strength, and power. We're going to be working for 8 total minutes, pairing 2 exercises together for 2 rounds, and then another 2 exercises together for another 2 rounds with a little bit of a surprise at the end. It's super important to work your entire body, as when we are outside doing regular activities, you're not even thinking about how you're moving, working your core, working balance and stability. So we're going to incorporate all of that here so you're better outside of your workout. We're going to start with that single leg deadlift. So very first thing, you want to find a focal point that's not moving to help with that balance and stability, and then line those anchors up like you can see that straight line from Ange's ear all the way down to her ankle. From here, you're going to hinge forward at those hips, raising your heel to the ceiling. Again, keeping that focus, keeping that core tight, and moving through nice and slow. Your option here is, of course, to reduce your range of motion to make sure that we can hang on to that balance throughout the entire
drinking bird
range
exercise.
8
Everything's
on
in
one
one
side
line.
and 8 on the other. Once you finish those reps, we're going to make sure that we're on a stable surface and move off of a towel if that's what you're standing on. And we're going to go right into an alternating jump lunge. So a little bit of power here. We've got 8 total reps. Make sure as you're getting into that lunge position, your feet are staying on railroad tracks like they're hip width apart, coming down to that almost 90-degree bend in that knee and exploding up, landing softly on both feet at the same time. Nice job. And your option is to work through that alternating reverse lunge without the jump. Again, 8 total there.
That's
Let's
4 on
repeat
each
those
leg.
2 exercises for 2 rounds. Our next pair of exercises, we're going to come down to the mat again, or the towel, whatever it is, getting into your high plank position to perform a palms to elbow. Feet are just outside hip width apart, keeping your core tight, hips in line with the shoulder. We're going to drop down one at a time, elbow, elbow, and then press back up, palm, palm. Every time you go down, you're going to alternate which arm you start with. We've got 8 total here. Your option, you can always take it down to your knees like Anne just did to reduce that range of motion. Your last exercise, body weight running man. We're going right into it. Again, a little bit of power here. Back to your high plank. Drive with power, opposite knee into your chest, alternating either time.
Yes, that does say
Option,
40.
you can tap that toe, taking the power out of it, taking a little bit slower, 40 total here. Repeat that for 2 rounds. And then whatever time is remaining, you're going to go back and forth between your jump lunge and your body weight running man until time is
It'll
up.
make sense.
Let's
I
get
know she
started.
said lots of words, but let's get to it. Single leg deadlift, 8 on each leg. If you guys want to grab weights for the single leg deadlift, you're welcome to do so. If you're working on that balance, that's perfectly fine as well. One thing I'm going to tell you guys about is that you need to lift your leg a little bit higher. No matter what you think, you need to lift your leg a little bit higher, just because we don't feel, or it's hard to feel how far that hinge actually is. Keep that hip underneath. It's not a fire hydrant. Squeeze the thighs towards one another. So remember, it's going to be 2 rounds of the first 2 before we move on down the line. Keep that hip down. Again, if jumping isn't for us today, we can always take a step instead. Back to the single leg deadlift. 2 rounds. 2 rounds of the first 2 exercises. After that second set of jump lunges, we'll move on to that palms to elbow. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Look at you go, Miles. Look at you go, buddy. Oh, look, that was really mean of the dog. I'm so sorry. 2 rounds of those palms to elbows and 2 rounds of those running man. I know it's 40 of them, but you got it. Thank goodness it's not 40 of those palms to elbows. Yeah, we're already halfway through the block. Whew. More than halfway through the block, guys. Coming up on just about 3 minutes. And if we need to for the palms to elbow, we can always come down to the knees. But make sure that the shoulders are over the wrists. We're not running away, letting that move too much towards the back. I know you guys are tired. You're getting tired by doing these exercises. We're not doing a whole lot else today. Come on. Ooh, Nelly. You get through 2 rounds of those palms to elbow and those running men. We're going to move into a jump lunge and running man combination. So you got 8 of those jump lunges, 40 of those running men back and forth. We got about 2 minutes left in the block. Nice job, team. Keep it up. 2 minutes and then we get a big long rest. Don't you quit now. Again, jumping not working anymore. Step it back. Don't just take it into that reverse lunge because it's easier. If we need to for those hips, knees, and ankles. Otherwise, push yourselves, guys. It's hard when we're not all in the room together. So let's dive just a little bit deeper in our new format. 90 seconds. Just about a minute till we cross that finish line. Come on, guys, last 45. Come on, you know those transitions are long and we only got 30 seconds. Don't quit now. 15. Come on, last 5 seconds, guys. Don't quit now. In 3, 2, 1.
Time to elevate your heart rate. And
Block number 3 of 5.
It's going to be a power focus, so we're talking about those peaks and valleys. Now, make sure you're wearing that OT Beat heart rate monitor because we're going to try to get you into that orange zone. We have a 30-second push, 30-second base, 30-second all out. But we've got 3 exercises in store for you. And you ready to work? All right, we got that 30-second push. We're going to do a standard burpee here. So we're going to be heavy in those heels, dropping into a squat to bring those hands down, popping those feet into a high plank position, swinging the feet forward, back to our standing position. Now remember, you want this to be a push, that uncomfortable feeling you're used to, so play around with that tempo as long as your form's on point. Now an option here, you can always elevate your hands onto something stable for that standard burpee. Next up, we got 30 seconds of base pace. We're going to do some jumping jacks here. So we're going to bring those arms overhead, popping those feet out nice and wide. Here, you want to focus on breathing. Remember, this is your active recovery because coming up, you got that 30-second all out. Now, this 30-second all out, options, of course, being that you can step out. Thank you, Ange, for that. Next up, 30-second all out. We're going to do our high knees. So let's go ahead, rotate, shoulders back. We're going to get those knees nice and tall. This is going to simulate that all-out sprint that you're accustomed to. Now, as you fatigue, you may need to drop the knees just a little bit lower. You can always go into a jog or a march in place. That's going to be followed by 30 seconds of rest. We're going to do that three total times, 6 minutes of work. Let's get into that orange zone.
So it's going to be like a push, like a base and an all out. 30 seconds of burpees. Let's go. I'm watching the timer for you. Come on. No push up, no jump. There you go, Mary Beth. Nice, Teresa. You got it, Amanda. Halfway through, guys. There you go, Rachel. Woo, Kathleen. Okay, guys, in 5, 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. It doesn't have to be the fastest jumping jacks in our lives. Think of this as your active recovery. We're breathing. Halfway and move into those high knees. In 3, 2, 1, high knees. So again, driving up those knees is a little too much for us. We can always just run in place with those feet close and below to the ground. Come on, halfway. In 3, 2, 1, recover. We got 30 seconds to rest. We're gonna do it again. "15 seconds and we're back to those burpees. In 3, 2, 1, burpees. Remember, we're planking straight back, keeping that chest up as we stand. Belly button pulls in, tailbone's tucked underneath. Halfway through. In 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. Halfway. As always, a step jack is an option if jumping is not working for us. Okay, dokes, guys, 5 seconds. We're going all out. We're gonna drive those knees up. 3, 2, 1, begin. Come on, you got 15 seconds to rest and pick up that pace. Five seconds, don't quit. 3, 2, 1, walk it out. So you guys don't just stop hard, take little steps. Walk in a little circle. We're gonna do it one more time. I don't want to talk to you, Siri. I appreciate it, but I don't really want to talk to you. Okay, dokes, guys. We got 5 seconds, last round through. In 3, 2, 1. Begin. We got burpees. Stand up tall, roll the shoulders back and down, clench at the top. Come on, you got 15 seconds. And take it to those jumping jacks. No more burpees. Remember, it's recovery jumping jacks. Take your time. Let's get that mind right for our last 30 seconds. High knees. Working on draining the tank in 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Come on, team. We got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. 30 seconds to recover. Grab a little drink of water if you need to. We'll rock out to the rest of the music. And just for a block number 4 outside.
Time to strengthen those glutes. No, they're not just for good looks. Having strong glutes really helps alleviate back pain, and it will help stabilize as you're twisting and turning through everyday movements, especially as we move side to side when we're simply not aware of how we're moving. We're going to start by warming up your glutes with 2 exercises. If you have that mini band at home, now is the time to grab it. You ready to warm up? All right, great. We're going to start with an iso squat lateral walk. So Em is going to start by sinking down into those hips or heels with hips back. Make sure that we're keeping that the anchors in alignment. So ear, shoulder, and hip in a straight line, and then baby steps to the side, keeping those toes facing forward. We're going to take 3 steps to one side. Nice and slow and controlled, that's perfect form. And then pause, and we're gonna return back to the starting position by taking another 3 steps back. So that equals 1 total rep. That's 6 steps equal 1 total rep. We're gonna do that 4 times. And then keeping that mini band on, why don't you go ahead and come down to our nice little blanket here for that extra padding. Hands are on either side of your hips. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Make sure we're bringing those heels underneath our knees. And then from here, you're gonna raise your hips towards the ceiling, pausing for just a moment at the top, squeezing those glutes, and then controlling that body.
If you don't have a mini band, you can just put a weight on your hips instead, or we can still do this all body weight without a problem.
Stabilizing as we're moving through this movement. If you don't have it on, I know you can use your imagination to think about it being there. We're going to work through this for 10 total reps. Remember, these 2 exercises are going to start the block for 3 rounds. Go ahead and slide that mini band off. Now it's really time to work on that strength. You might have a chair at home. You might have a couch. Why not use a step stool? We're going to get into a position for a single leg Bulgarian split squat. So the best way to line yourself up for this movement, we can see Em's got her heels against that step stool. So you're gonna start in standing step position with feet shoulder width apart, and then take 3 steps out. Leave 1 foot planted, and then it's like a heel toe, right? So 3 of your shoe lengths out. Pause there, and then reach 1 foot back. You're gonna find that stool, find that chair, find that couch, or simply...
Really, the easiest way to do it is with the couch if you got it close by. If you don't have anything, you can always just do a lunge.
straight line from your ear down to that hip. You come down as far as your range of motion allows, driving through your front heel and squeezing those glutes at the top. We're gonna do 8 on one side and then 8 on the other. Your next exercise, we're gonna activate those glutes even more, but incorporate your upper body as well. Go ahead and grab those coffee cans. We're gonna add a little bit of challenge to this. This is our neutral full thruster. And again, if you don't have dumbbells, you're gonna grab 2 even weights, all right? Standing in that standing set position again, lining up those anchors. Keep your core nice and tight, Em, as you drop down into your heels into that squat like you're sitting in a chair. Now this time, thrust those coffee cans towards the ceiling using power. So again, incorporating those glutes, stabilizing on the way, but then using them, squeeze and shooting those up towards the ceiling. Nice job. Your option here, you can reduce your range of motion, or you can always go through this exercise without using the coffee cans. Our last exercise is going to incorporate your core while we're still working those glutes. Back to our high plank position. Make sure we're stacking our shoulders directly over our wrists. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Tuck those hips under, core's nice and tight. Now, one leg at a time, we're gonna alternate those leg lifts. Very small range of motion because we wanna focus on activating that glute rather than that low back. That core and that low back are stabilizing.
Do you like how I worked that in the beginning of the workout? It was sneaky, wasn't it?
Reps here, so 5 on each side, and you'll continue to repeat this until time is called. Let's get to work.
Okie dokes, chokes. So we got 3 rounds of those first 2 exercises. Then we'll continue the final 3 as time goes on. Again, anything that you can get your foot even slightly up off the ground, a textbook, anything we can elevate ever so slightly is going to challenge you a little bit more. If you don't have a band walk, if you don't have a band to do the band walk, then what I want you to do is get even lower in your squat. The lower you are in the squat, the more we're working. Do not let those shoulders bounce. And I've talked to you about it once. I've talked to you guys about it a million times. Remember, do not let those feet go ducked out. If anything, they're slightly pigeon-toed in. We're pressing through the outside of the hips. Activate through the glute. So again, we can always put something on our hips to act as a weight or that bridge if we do or do not have a mini band. That's up to you and your strength the whole time. I know it sounds silly, but I'm really sad we're not in the studio. I mean, for many, many reasons. But for this one specifically, because nothing brings me more joy than watching you guys get up off the ground with the mini band to move into another exercise. It's delightful. A little like Bambi. It's fun. Ooh, the outside of those butt cheeks should be burning. Round number 3 is going to be a scorcher. Come on. Make the last walk your lowest one. Keep your belly button in. Don't let that lower back arch. Yay, come on. Digging deep, guys. Trust me, your back pockets love it when you fill out those jeans. When you know, you get to wear them again. I guess I have to wear them again. I don't know if it's a right or an honor yet. Squeeze to the top, give it that pause, release with control. Remember, if you drive those feet out too far or bring them too close in, that minivan's gonna roll up on you. Ooh, Nelly. So we have about 5 minutes left in the block. That means we're about halfway through, guys. 3 rounds of the first 2 exercises, and then we'll continue on with the final 3 till time is called. So when we come into the Bulgarian split squat, again, any little bit will help lifting up that foot off the ground. If we don't have anything to lift it up tall, we can find a step stool, we can find a textbook, but understand that the higher you can get that foot up, the more difficult this is going to become. Never heard it set up that way. Pretty good. So in that split squat, if you start to feel it in the lower back, it's because we've let go of those lower abdominals. Think about tucking up and in. Don't let that lower back arch. If you find that we can't overcome that arch, we need to lower the foot down. Find something closer to the ground. Really reach it back. Make sure the knee stays right on top of that ankle. Split squats are one of those exercises that I say if isn't difficult, you're probably doing it wrong. So make sure you're just finding a wide enough stance. Taking into those full thrusters, we're going all the way down into that deep squat. Use the hips, drive the weights to the head. Oh, I did 10. It's only 8. Extra credit, right? As we're moving to the last 2.5 minutes, and then we have just one more block. It's only one exercise in that final block. That leg lift is not super dramatic. Think about having that mini band on your legs, and you cannot kick it up very high. So again, the temptation is to bend forward in that split squat. Think about bending the back knee. I promise the front knee will bend. That split squat, again, it's super crucial to think about going back and down. The body's gonna wanna come forward, keep the shoulders down in the back pockets, the eyes out on the horizon. Okay, that's 1 minute, 1 minute. Let's see if we can get through those last 2 exercises. At the very least, fighting 1 round, or 2 rounds with those final 3. Come on, last minute. You got 30 seconds to work. You know how long the transitions take. Don't pause, don't wait, get right to it. $20 seconds, guys, 20 seconds to get better. 10 seconds left. Don't you let yourself quit early. We'll have a big old break before we discuss block number 5. Come on. In 3, 2, 1, relax.
Time for a little bit of cardio. We're looking for 5 minutes of work here. Now, if you happen to have a treadmill at home, awesome, go ahead and use it. For those of you who don't and maybe have smaller spaces to work with, you can do something as simple as your favorite exercise for 5 minutes. One interval style we like using is 20 seconds of work to 10 seconds of rest.
Don't worry about finding your treadmill. We're all just going to do the same thing together.
10 total rounds of 20 seconds worth of squats with a 10-second rest in between. Now, a fun little game you can play with is count how many reps you do in that first round and see if you can hold on and match that rep count each time.
Okay, dokes, guys, 20 seconds of work. We're squatting. Just like your little front squat. One, rest. So we're gonna do this 5 times through. I'm gonna change up the squats so they're not the same boring squat each and every time. I know you guys were worried. In 3, 2, 1, body weight squats. We'll stick it here in the first minute. Second minute will be brand new kind of squats. Keep that chest up, eyes out on the horizon, belly button in. No duck butts. 5 seconds. And rest. We got 10 seconds to rest. This time we're going to take it into a frogger squat. Turn the toes out, chest is up and proud. We're going to squeeze it through. Having trouble with that jump, tippy toes instead. Begin, let's hop. Come on, guys, 5 seconds. And rest. I know, after yesterday, hair of the dog that bit us. Froggers once more in 3, 2, 1, begin. Woo. Come on, guys, halfway. And rest. Oh, my Jesus, shake out those legs. So we're gonna step that right leg behind and tap the toe. Let's go. Come on, tap it quick, let's move. Our heart rate should be up. In 3, 2, 1, relax. We got 10 seconds and we're gonna take it to the other side. In 3, 2, 1, curtsy to the other side. Come on, we got 5 seconds. And relax, nice job. 4 more rounds total. Our next one is going to be a star jump. You'll sit it down that squat, pop it up like a jumping jack in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Having trouble with the jump, we step and tap. Come on, I know those legs are burning. You got this in you. 5 seconds. And rest. Woo. Be aggressive. B-E aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E aggressive. Come on, let's start jumping. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, guys, don't you quit halfway. And if we need to, we can take it into that tap. But I want you guys to move for 3, 2, 1. Relax, we got 10 seconds. The last minute's just gonna be that regular old body weight squat. How low can you go? In 3, 2, 1, begin. 20 seconds, come on. The squads are singing, I know. In 3, 2, 1. Relax, we got 10 seconds. You may be not singing, maybe they're screaming in sheer terror and pain, but we only got 20 seconds, guys, left. You got it in 3, 2, 1, squat it out. Come on, guys, we go to flexibility from here. You got 15 seconds, press them if you got. I'm sorry, you have 5 seconds. Pick up the pace even more in 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice job, everybody. Nice job. We're gonna go ahead and stop that. We're gonna find ourselves stretching it out. Let's close that.
Let's just say I'm out of my
You
orange
guys
shirt
back
state.
up. Hey, Katie. Okay. Ooh, everybody feeling good? Yay. I was good. Hey, Jenny. All I can see are your hands, but I creepily know it's your door. That may be weird. I don't know. So let's go ahead and start here, standing up tall. We're going to inhale, circle, sweep arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive it down. Let the upper body hang heavy. Shake the head, no. Nod the head, yes. 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll it all the way up to the sky. Inhale, we're going to sweep the arms all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale, sweep them back, open up through the chest. Interlace the fingers behind the back and drop the knuckles to the floor. So again, no Beyonce booty. Tuck the tail underneath, press the hips forward. Think about shoulders down, chest up. Release it out, wrap your arms around, give yourself a big old hug. Switch it up, other arm on top. Release it out, hands by the hips. Inhale, sweep through the back side of the room. As those hands come forward, we're gonna exhale, swan dive it all the way down. Bending through the knees if we need to get the fingers to the floor. The left foot is gonna step back, bring the left knee to the ground. Leaving the left hand down, we're gonna inhale that right arm up, twist through the torso. So again, think about squeezing the left shoulder towards the right knee. Hands down to the ground. Go ahead and bring this right knee back to meet the left. Take the high knee all the way back to the heels in our child's pose. Walk the arms as far forward as they can with keeping your booty low, and then inhale it forward, shoulders over wrists in the kneeling plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. I'm gonna scooch back just so you guys can see me. Press it up. Stretch through those abdominal muscles. The legs shouldn't be lifted. I just have kettlebells in the way. And release it out. Inhale through kneeling plank, exhale all the way back to child's pose. Look in that place between our hands. We're gonna inhale it forward, step that left foot between the hands. Leave the right hand planted, and inhale that left arm up, twist. Exhale all the air out of your tummy and twist just a little bit deeper. Left hand's gonna come down, left knee is gonna go back, swing the legs around, drop the booty down to the floor. Extending the legs out long, let's get a little bit of popcorn. We'll come into our butterfly and our glute stretch complex. Go ahead and bring those feet together. Let the feet glue and the knees fall open. Hands to the knees or to the ankles, tuck the chin to the chest, round through the spine, hollow it out. Here in our cat. Go ahead and sit up tall, roll the shoulders back and down, pull the chest through the window of the arms. Go ahead and extend those legs out long. Pick the booty up, shift it down towards the heels, hands to the backs of the thighs, and roll it down to the ground. Sandwich the hands behind the knees, gently rock it from left to right and right to left. We're gonna come into everyone's favorite figure four. Go ahead and take the heels down to the ground, cross the right ankle over top of the left knee, letting the right knee fall open. Big breath in, exhale as we bring that left thigh towards the chest. Lots and lots of options. Left hand to the outside of the left leg, right hand to the right knee, press the knee, pull the thigh. We can take the right hand through the window of the legs and find the hands interlaced on the back side of the thigh. If we can keep the left knee at a 90-degree angle, the back flat to the floor, and pull that leg close enough that we can interlace the hands on the shins, so be it. It may be too drastic and too dramatic today. Feel free to play with the pose, but keep the spine aligned and flat to the floor. Big breath in, exhale, release it out. Let the left foot come down to the ground, uncross the right, cross the left over the top. Once more, tuck the chin slightly to the chest, elongate through the spine, big breath in. Exhale, bring the right thigh towards the torso. Left hand to the knee, right hand to the thigh. We pull and we press. We can take that hand through. Keeping this knee at 90, we can always find those hands on the front side of the shin. Ultimately, somewhere in our yoga practice, we can find our hand on the bottom of the foot, but I actually haven't ever gotten there, so wherever you are today is perfectly fine and perfectly good for you. Go ahead and release it out, uncross. Go ahead and stick the legs up to the sky and the arms up to the sky and draw circles with the ankles and the wrists. Other direction. Let's go ahead and roll it all the way up to a seated position. Flip it over into those all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Walk it back and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. We stack ourselves tall. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Shake it out, breathe it out, wiggle it out. You guys are amazing. Hey, little one. I don't know your name, but I hang out with your mom and your dad a lot. Weird.
Claire, you want to say hi?
No, she's like, no.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Go in her jumpoline.
Oh, so you're working out in the trampoline space. I understand completely now. Oh my God, that thing is huge.
Yeah, it was a birthday gift from my brother to her. She turned 3 on Thursday.
Oh, so does your brother have any kids?
He has 2.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was like a revenge gift or that was like a I don't have children and I have no idea gift. Because I know it goes both ways. Hey, Daddy. Hey, Luca. Hey, Ian, did you join us? You're all sweaty and shiny. It's nice. Okay, I'm going to take it. Oh, look, there's another baby. Okay, we're going to take a quick picture. And then if you guys want to hang out, I will go get Fat Amy and you guys can see her for a second too. Because I know how much you guys like seeing the rabbit. So take a picture, smile. Oh, look, there's another one. Oh, she doesn't want to be in the picture, Amanda. Smile, because one of us closed our eyes. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Hey, everybody. So this is Fat Amy with her big giant ears and her big giant face and all of her bunny hair. Luca, do you see the bunny?
Oh my
So
God.
she is giant. She's not a giant rabbit, which there are, but she is just a pretty big bunny with her big ass bunny feet. And this big fluffy roll around her neck, it's called a dewlap. And when female bunnies don't get fixed early enough, they grow these so they can pull out the softest hair to make nests for their bunnies. So because she wasn't fixed before her first heat, she gets this big old neck ruffle, and it almost looks like she is in a Shakespearean time.
Aw.
So there you go. If you want to take pictures with Fat Amy, now's the time. Hi, baby. I like that you guys all have children and they just pop into the picture. Are you getting Nikolai? Is that what's happening, Andre?
You think you muted everyone?
Did I mute everyone?
I just unmuted myself.
Oh.
He just muted himself.
Nick had no interest.
No,
He's
no interest.
busy with an iPad.
I could care less about your.
Parenting wings.
Well, thank you guys for joining. Next workout, we'll bring down bumper. You guys will probably never meet Becca unless I do a workout in the room because she is scared of everybody. Three rabbits. If you're bored, she does have her own Instagram. It is Fat Amy the Rabbit. You are welcome to follow her and her friends. Thank you guys for joining today.
Thank you.
I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye, Luca. Oh, the babies. Oh, the babies. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Mel.
You're welcome. I'll see you later, Emily.